Hi everyone, Merry Meet, and I wanted to show you today how I made a decoration for my altar. I wanted to make a pentagram for my altar as the last one I had broke, and I like to use natural materials to make them, so I thought I would show you. So I just take two small sticks, they're all about sort of, I don't know, 3 inches long, something like that, and glue them together with hot glue. So first of all you make this triangle shape, and then put the next stick across to make an A shape, like so. And just you need a small amount of glue so it's not going to make a mess and go everywhere, but then you also need enough glue to hold it together. So what I found is I put a little bit of glue on, and then later on when I turned it over, I just added a little bit of extra glue to the back where no one was going to see it. Then the next stick, you go from the left of the horizontal stick to the bottom right, and then you go from the right of the horizontal stick to the bottom left, and that gives you your pentagram shape. And sometimes you might put a stick in position and think it looks weird. Just have a look at a couple of different sticks, try a couple of different shapes, and you'll find one that goes well and makes the shape quite nice. Otherwise you can have like quite a lopsided pentagram, which I don't mind, but I do prefer it to look a bit more uniform. And then I wanted to cover up where the hot glue was at the joints, so I've got this, like, it's out of my miniatures kit, and it's supposed to be like rope for miniatures. It's like two thin bits of raffia twisted together by the feels of it, and I quite liked how it looked when it's wrapped around the joints of the sticks. So that's what I did, just wrapped them around about 4 times on each corner. It just finishes it off, makes it look a bit more finished, as opposed to just random broken ends of sticks glued together. So it just finishes that corner off quite nicely and just rounds everything off a little bit. And I did that to all 5 corners of the pentagram. And all you got to do is just wrap it around, just thread it through, wrap it around about 4 times, and then what I do is, when I've done that and I get to the end, I just trim it off and then just add a very small blob of glue to the end to hold it in position at the back. And just keep doing that as best as you can around each one. Obviously the sticks don't all lie perfectly flush next to each other, so there will be some bits where it'll be a bit weird to wrap it round. But it doesn't matter, it still finishes it off and makes it look a bit better. It makes it look like it's bound with the cord as opposed to just all glued together, which I prefer the look of. And then you'll see in a bit when I finish that, then I'll start decorating the pentagram. So first of all, I took some, did I take the natural materials or the ribbon? It's one of the two. You'll see in a bit what I start decorating with. Oh, and in case you're wondering what these are used for, these are used for protection, and they also represent the 5 elements, which is earth, air, fire, water and spirit, or the soul. And I like to have one of these and use these on little, I've got like jewellery with little pentagrams and pentacles on, as protection. They're little protection charms, and this is what this is. It's a protection charm for my house, and also it's a decoration for my altar. And obviously once you've made it, you can set your intention for it, to cleanse it and everything and prepare it for your altar. Here I'm just showing you how to make it. So I took this little sort of bit of bronzy coloured ribbon and just looped it around on itself because I wanted something dangling down at the bottom. So I added the ribbon first, and if you find that the one piece of ribbon won't quite sit how you want it on the other side, just add a little dab of glue at the back to make the ribbon stick down, because as you can see with this one, it kept sticking up. So I just put a little blob of glue just to hold it in position. And I was going to wrap the ribbon around the same way at the top, but it didn't work. So what I did in the end was made a loop with the ribbon and then glued it onto the back, because obviously I need a means to hang it up later on. Just a bit of glue to hold the two bits of ribbon together as well. And then I cut off the excess length because I didn't like how it looked dangling in the middle. And you could leave it at that if you wanted, but I wanted to add a little bit more decoration to mine. So I've got these, it's like mini fake plants. Well, I say fake. They've probably used like natural materials and then like sprayed them, I think, to make these little things. And I glued those onto the bars that cross through the middle of the pentagram. I wanted to add a bit of greenery, but also I wanted something that's not going to just like rot and fall or crumble away. These are from my model making kit, so I know they're going to last. Like I said, I don't know what they're made out of. I don't know if they've took natural materials and then sprayed them green, or it's something that you can collect in the wild. I don't know. But all I know is they're really dry and they stay in place really well, and they don't like break down or rot or anything. This part, I'd accidentally turned my glue gun off, so you will see I've sometimes had to glue stuff on twice. And I did look at some of the other like mossy things I've got and stuff like that, but I didn't like how that looked. I preferred the look of these because I wanted something really delicate and just add a touch of greenery to it without being over the top. So I went for these in the end, and I just like how it looks. And then I've got some gold wire, just a small amount of it, and I decided to wrap that around here and there around the pentagram to make it look just a bit more decorated. And then I've got these little bells because I like to put bells on everything. It's basically all the decorations I make, I tend to add a bell. And I stuck a bell on for each point of the pentagram. And it just makes it so if the wind catches it, it'll jingle a little bit, or I can use it to make the jingly bell noise if I want to as part of my practice. And also I think it looks cute. These bells I got from the local craft store, and they come in a bag and there's all different sizes, and these are the smallest ones in the bag. I think there was another packet they did where it had all the small ones in. I can't remember, but I know the one I've got in my drawer has got all the different sizes in, so there's some big bells and some of these teeny weeny ones. And it was just a case of attaching them to a little jump ring, and then I glued the jump ring to the pentagram. What you need to do is make sure that the glue doesn't go on the bell and it doesn't go on where the bell meets the jump ring, so you need just the smallest little blob of glue at the top of the jump ring so you can just stick it onto the pentagram. So as you can see, it's just a tiny little blob, and then I just hold it next to the pentagram and then it sticks into place. And that's just me making sure they can still jingle and shake. If you do get glue on them, you can peel it off if you well, it'll come off anyway because it's hot glue. It's just if you do it as quick as you can before it's set, it's easier to remove. And that's it. Once you've finished putting the bells on, it's finished. And yep, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and blessed be, and bye for now.